a page and a half
Page
on
and
a
a
Word
third.
document.
That includes like spaces, everything.
Right.
Spaces and everything.
Right, yeah. So the personal statement would be something that, I mean, if you don't want to write stuff now about your activities, the personal statement is something that to do now, because it takes a long time. And you want to make it good, right? So you're going to have to go through several revisions, have other students read it. You know, I can read it. I'm sure Isaac could be willing to read one. You know, us that have applied, we could look through it. Dr. Fritzler, he gets really busy, so he can read it if he gets to it.
You know where we can find like examples of personal statements?
Next week's meeting.
Yeah.
Is next week a workshop? For,
Yeah,
so I was gonna
it's
ask
the
what-
personal statement
okay.
workshop, and Fritzler brings like several examples of past students that have been accepted and those that have not been accepted. But I've actually, you can go online too and type in example personal statement. There's, I forget where it's at because it's been so long. There's a guy that has a blog that he like collected personal statements from people and posted it on there with their permission. And some of them are really cool, some of them are really funny, and like, it shows you, you know, like really serious ones, like something traumatic happened, or like this guy got accepted and he was like really sarcastic through his whole thing about all these different stuff. And it's just, one guy talked about his running shoes, like his whole personal statement was about running shoes and how his running shoes made him better, and like he applied the medicine. It was actually really ingenious how he did it, but it was kind of cool. So I could try and find it again and let you know if I see it around, but you could go online and look that up.
I might add, just kind of to piggyback off that, there's no silver bullet for personal statements.
Right.
Like there are definitely some do's and there's definitely some don'ts, but like this should have your own tone. Like it should not be like, there's not like one version of a personal statement that's the best. And then the other note, like get started writing this. If you're applying this summer or spring, get up writing this like soon. Like I had probably 24 drafts of my personal statement by the time I was done, because I just kept fixing it. I'd like write it and be like, yeah, that was awesome, and then I'd come back to it like a week later and be like, this is a train wreck. Like this is so bad. So like your opinion will change a bit over time. I definitely recommend writing this over a long period of time.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, get started on that now. And definitely the more revisions you can do, like you said, 24. I had about 12.5 or so, you know, 15 to 18 different revisions that I made on my personal statement too. Yeah, work with other students, have other students read it. You know, spouses or parents probably aren't the best, because they're like, oh yeah, this sounds great, you know, but like, they're not going to give you the best feedback, I don't think. Another thing too that I found is if you read it out loud to yourself, then you can be like, man, I'm like, I should have taken English like all over again. I cannot write my sentences right. But reading it out loud to yourself, you can hear it and see how it sounds. Because that's how other people are gonna read it though. So that's the AMCAS application. Did you want to log into your DO one real quick and we can show the differences on that?
So with the MCAT, does that just pull it over like automatically, or do you have to do anything with that? Because I already took the MCAT, so
It should be
it just be
uploaded.
up
Yeah,
like, when
so
I sign up for it?
You already have your, you should already have your
Yeah.
AMCAS ID or whatever, since you're doing MCAT.
Yeah.
So once you sign up for it, it'll just automatically populate up.
Okay.
And so with the MCAT too, it's about 31 days after you take it that it'll be put on your AMCAS.
It's a long 30 days.
It is a long 30 days. Yeah.
This one's pretty much all the stuff on here is the same, it's just organized differently.
Another thing that's different though too is the, like there's an awards section.
Oh yeah, where's that?
Right, so you can talk about like if you've gotten any scholarships, you can put those there, or like I put like Eagle Scout because I got my Eagle Scout award. So I put the Eagle Scout thing on there.
Is there like a time limit? Should most of these be like the Eagle Scouts at least 10 years ago for you? Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
so I just
Yeah,
put when
so-
I did it and
okay.
just.
So the older stuff it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't, because that's kind of it's a little more flexible with the DO, right? I mean,
Yeah.
AMCAS is really like they want it within these 4 years, but DO is kind of like, what awards have you received that you found significant and why?
I didn't think about putting an eagle on there.
Yeah, so I was like, I put Eagle Scout because I was like, you know, why not? And
Yeah, so like this, like achievements, like scholarships, like the AMCAS application doesn't ask for scholarships
Right.
or anything like that. But I put like scholarships on here, I'm in the honors program, so I put that I'm graduating with university honors and stuff like that. Here's experiences.
Experiences though, here's the big difference too, you could put, I mean, that's more than 15, right? So
Yeah.
you could put as much as you want on there.
Yeah, you can, sky's the limit with those.
I don't know if there's like a magic number that you should shoot for, or, you know what I mean? I can't imagine putting 50 experiences, that'd just be painful if I had to go through that application.
It's a lot of writing.
So I feel
What?
like
It's a lot of writing.
Yeah, a lot of writing and be a pain for the admissions committee to go through, but I don't know.
So if you have a bunch like shorter volunteer experiences, like 4 hours here, 8 hours here, but they're all kind of different things, would you just kind of clump those together and just call it like
If you can.
miscellaneous? I mean, it's not gonna be your most meaningful probably, but
For the AMCAS application you're
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, like, I think it's good to clump as much as you can, just so that you can include all the stuff that you've
Yeah.
done, while still, like, being able to fill up those 15 spots.
Yeah, and it lets you, like, on the AMCAS and on this DO one, it lets you tell how many hours you spent. So like if you worked full-time for a year, you know, you can put 1,000 some odd hours that you spent working or whatnot, you know what I mean, over a time frame. So that's another thing too, to keep track of your hours. You can do that through Weaver Sync or just do it yourself like I did, but anyway.
If you wanna see, I don't know if there's much that's more than you want.
I don't have anything else to cover unless, is there any other questions from you guys that you have that we should address?
So the DO application opens May 1st.
Yeah, so they both open May 1st, but the DO application you could submit anytime after May 1st. So it opens and then you could submit it the next day if you got it done.
Doesn't the Texas one open earlier?
I don't know when the Texas one opens.
I think the Texas one's the same as Video.
Is it?
Yeah, and there's no, it's the same that there's no date that you can submit it, like as soon as it opens, you can submit it.
Anyway, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Yeah.
So